I do. I do like women with dirty feet. You caught me. You absolutely caught me. Oh no, is my stream frozen? It looks like my stream's frozen. Is it frozen for you guys? Oh boy. Do I have to restart this again? No. No, it looks like we're good. Hola. Hola, como está? Muy bien. Sí, por qué? Por qué? Oh boy. I'm white as shit, aren't I? What's up, everybody? It's Jon Does. This is episode 129. Done 100. I've almost done 130 of these. It's crazy. Well, what's up? It's Friday, and I got some stuff going on. I don't know why I have this chair here and this microphone out. We'll find out maybe later. We'll see what's going on. Anyways, before we get started with everything, oh man, that's the first time I think I've gotten almost all the way through that track. We have about 40 seconds left. It's like a 3-minute track, 4-minute track, something like that. Man, I got to get faster at my intros. Anyways, what's up? It's Friday. It's June 9th in the year of our Lord, 2023, which means I'm 15 years old, and I am the one kid in my class with the sweetest handlebar mustache. Oh yeah. Everybody loves it. They're like, hey, can you buy me cigarettes? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I got you covered. No worries. Well, oh, Chris, I appreciate that. I'm getting there. Let's do it. Before we get started with everything, don't forget to go check out wilddinosaur.com. It's the best place to support the channel because I've got merch there. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Let's take a look. This is my website. This is what it looks like. This is what's going on over there. There's some cool stuff on the homepage. There's some music videos and stuff. And then the store. What's up? What's up, store? How's it going? You need a t-shirt? You need a baseball style t-shirt? You need a tank top? You need a sweatshirt? Because I mean, if you're in Southern California, it's been overcast for the last couple of days. You might need a sweatshirt or a sweater. But it is supposed to be summertime. And yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff. Mugs, those are new. Check out the mugs. The framed prints are also pretty new. I'm gonna try to get some more of those up this year. Yeah, more clothes. There's all kinds of good stuff. So go check it out. That's wilddinosaur.com. And yeah, I need to make some money, like seriously. So yeah, consider purchasing something. 'Cause yeah, it would be cool of you. And you know what? If you do, Santa will remember. He'll be nice to you this year. No coal in your stocking. It might, if you buy something from my website, Santa's like, cool, no coal for you. You will get socks with holes in them, though. I'm just saying. If you're still naughty, but he's not going to be a complete jerk. Oh man. So what's up, Chris? How you doing? What's new this week? What building did you burn down this week? Who did you offend, and why are you canceled? Yeah, I don't have like a whole structure. I've kind of stopped doing the whole structure thing. I really just like getting in on this, just jumping right in, seeing what's going on. I had relations with a big woman. Ooh, fantastic. I applaud the getting it done angle of life. We all got to get it done. If you're a lady out there and you need to get it done, get it done. If you're a guy out there and you need to get it done, get it done. If you are a they, them, get it done. Just be happy. Just be happy. Just be happy with life. You're alive today, and let's just get it done. That means, if you have relations with another human being, consensual relations with another human being, That's a plus in my book. As long as it's like I said, that you both got to be okay with it, but it's all good. It's all good. Feel good. Feeling good. Feeling great. Feeling great. Feeling good. Well, we'll see what happens with this potential open seat over here. And I do want to give a tiny bit of a heads up. I know. There's still things I need to figure out. Chris, I need to figure out Zoom still. My apologies. I really want to get you on the show. That'd be so much fun. I've been so stressed out, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail of this episode. I've been really stressed out trying to get some work going. So again, if you need some like video or audio production stuff, hit me up or go check out my website. Go buy some stuff. Kind of stressing out about it. So anything helps right now, and I appreciate it. Oh man, I'm losing my train of thought. What was going on? What was I going for there? Man. Yeah, just being stressed out in general, that's life. We're human. We have emotions, and it's okay to be stressed. It's totally okay to be stressed. It happens. Just remember not to carry it. Don't carry it in your shoulders or your back, because that'll cause actual, physical problems. Which, if you saw the thumbnail, I've had this monkey on my back for a while. And I need to go to a chiropractor. This monkey just messed me up real bad. He was throwing bananas at me and stuff, which is, I know it's a total, like, monkeys and bananas. Oh, the stereotype, But this one actually loves bananas. He doesn't eat, like, oranges, but he really likes bananas. But I know that's not, like, not every monkey loves bananas. Some of them like pizza, It gets me mad. You go into a sex shop and a girl gets a toy. It's empowering. She's a girl boss. But when I get the giant mocha Aztec ass clapper 3000, I'm a creep. Well, you know what? Those people that are judging you, they're just unhappy in their lives, and they need a ass clapper 3000. That's really what the problem is there, Chris. So you know what? Strut that ass clapper 3000. Wear it with pride. And by the way, remember Pat Robertson died this week. So we're living in a great world. Yeah, fuck that guy. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Shoot, where was I going? I had a couple of things. I was just babbling. That's kind of what this is. Jonathan Babylon. I should change my name. Yeah, my co-host died. We'll see if he gets resurrected at some point. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Cause I did hit save right before he died, so he might still be there. We might need to reload the game though. And poor Pat. Yeah, poor Pat. Poor Pat. That's what. Should we have a conversation with Pat? So Pat, how was your day? Mm-hmm. No way. That's crazy. She did what? Wait, hold on. And what? How did that even happen? Did you hear this guy? This guy over here telling me stories. What the hell? What the hell is that all about? I should scoot this camera. This is a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. Well, shoot. What was I going to bring up? There was a couple things I wanted to bring up. We'll talk about some life stuff when Pat reminds me of Chicken Little. Oh man. I can't disagree with that. No, You know, Pat and I have had both a little bit. We haven't hung out, but I talked to him yesterday for a little bit. We both had kind of interesting weeks regarding stuff. So whenever he gets here, spoiler alert: the chair's for Pat. He got off work about 15 minutes ago, so I imagine he'll probably be here. I don't know, another 15, 20 minutes or so, a little later into the episode, but he should be here. Like his body runs a few steps ahead of his head. I'm going to tell him that. I'm going to tell him that when he gets here. Actually, you want to remind me? It's so dumb. It's like it's like the Canadians in South Park where their heads disconnect from their jaws. Like the top of their heads disconnect from their jaws. Like that. But with Pat, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I can visually see it. It's so funny. Well, you know what I'll talk about for a little bit before Homeboy gets here. There's two things. I have not been. I gotta stop talking shit. It's funny. It's funny. Pat'll probably. I don't know. He might laugh at that. He'll probably laugh at that. But, you know, I actually haven't seen Pat run in a while. We used to skate together back in the day, and neither one of us, like, have skated in a while or done anything, like, physically active together in a really while. I'm a professional hater. Yeah, we can understand. It's okay. When, like, day one, when you came in, I think we figured it out. And you know what? This is a safe space for you. Again, we do have lines, but you haven't crossed those lines, Chris. It's all good. I mean, unless Pat actually is upset about that, we'll see how it feels. But yeah. So I've been real busy this week. Stressed. I haven't been consuming the same way I usually do. Bro, I skateboarded back then. My skateboarder fluid knocked out a Puerto Rican girl. Oh boy. I mean, I think I saw a video recently where there was this kid that was like skating, and then some old guy like kicked the board out from under him, and then like tried to like attack him, and did the kid like smack the dude with the skateboard? Look, I get it. I'm an old man now, and so I get it. Like, I understand old people being annoyed by the youth. However, I spent too much time skating in my life to be like, yeah, these kids shouldn't be skating here. Fuck that. They should totally be skating there. I'm not going to call the cops. That's the kind of adult I am. Man, so many weird memories skating. I hurt myself a lot. I broke bones, watched other people break bones, watched my friends do some of the craziest things I've ever seen in real life on rollerblades. Because, yeah, we rollerbladed. We were rollerbladers. We were those guys. I've even done some cool stuff. There, oh, right. I was going to say, on my other channel. I have 3 channels. I have 3 YouTube channels. One's kind of defunct. I'm trying to maybe thinking about redoing some of it, or revamping it, turning it into something else. Then I have my own personal channel that I throw demo reels up, and I used to throw stuff up in the past. And then there's this channel. This is my main channel now, because Wild Dinosaur is the umbrella for a lot of the art that I'm doing. So, but man, my brain is not here. Oh yeah, I have some skating videos on my other channel. One of them's from like 2012, which was the last time I like actually really skated. A friend of mine, and both me and Pat, he broke his leg, and he had time to videotape me, skating for the first time in a long time. And then there's, I think, one or two older videos on there too, like super low quality. I think one of them's from like 2004, 5 maybe. Oh no, it must have been like 3 or 4. It was probably my senior year of high school, which was 2003. Yeah, I got skating stuff. You broke your leg. All your boys need to teabag you. Oh man, I would have. My buddy Ian's a nice guy though. I feel bad doing something like that to him. Pat, on the other hand, just kidding. No, there was a like a weekend I remember where one of our friends got a hold of a taser. It was just like it ran like on like a 9-volt battery, and we were all like tasing each other with this thing. And I think Pat got tased in the balls that day, or that weekend. I think I didn't get. I mean, I definitely felt the taser. But it wasn't like people were coming after me. It was more like me going after them with it. Pat looks like he takes balls sometimes. No. I you know, I don't know. This is an area I don't like to tease Pat too much. But yeah, no, I don't think he takes balls unless he's playing baseball. Balls and strikes all day. What was I getting at? I was getting at something. Yeah. I've consumed a couple of things in the last couple of weeks. It's June, everybody does. Fair enough. We're all gay this month. Especially like Pat Robertson, his gay ass dead corpse, just rotting in the ground or whatever they're gonna do with him. Shoot his body into space or something. I don't know. Just feed it to the sharks. Who cares? I mean, I tell people when I die, just throw my ass in a dumpster, Frank Reynolds style. So I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom. It's really fun. Make him a cyborg. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is still really fun. I've just been exploring. I think far enough in the story where I could finish it if I want to. Breath of the Wild was kind of the same. You get to a point you're like, I could speed run this storyline, but I don't like. I'm not a speedrunner type. I like to enjoy the games. I'm a one game at a time kind of guy too. You know, I don't like to have a lot of games in the fire. I like to play one and then finish it and start another. If I do play a lot of games, I'm kind of never could get a Switch. Oh, I mean, they're pretty accessible these days, and I mean compared to other systems, they are cheap. I'm not the type of person to be like, you need to go buy a system or whatever. Actually, I'll be honest, I might be selling my PS5. Yeah, it was like I wanted to burp, but then I was like, psych. Yeah, I might be getting rid of my PS5. I just got so much stuff I gotta start like paying attention to and focusing on, and between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I think I have my 2 video games for the rest of my life, you know. You know, maybe in like 5 years or something like that, there's a new Nintendo system that comes out, and then another, either a third in this series or a reboot on Zelda, and I'll get into that, but I kind of thought someone would just give me one. This fucking giveaway videos got me help. I know, right? All those stupid ass like Mr. Beast style YouTubers. Look, I'm not a hater on Mr. Beast. He does his thing. I don't really care. But all the like every parody of that, or not parody, but all those people that try, they're just like, actually, you know what? It was a Mr. Beast video I saw the other day. It was like some lady sitting in her car, and he like tells her to roll down her window, and he's all, "Hey, is that an iPhone? can I see that? And he like takes her iPhone, and then he just starts handing her like 5 more like brand new iPhones, and he's like, you know what, just take them all. And he just like gives her all these iPhones, and I was like, what the hell? Mr. Beast, loan me some cash. Or buy me a new computer. You know, I could use a new workstation. Mine's not there yet, but it's starting to get there. And it was 2015, 2016, I think, this computer. But yeah, Tears of the Kingdom's pretty fun. I'm enjoying just exploring. There's some cool stuff. Enough changes to make it interesting. Enough similarity that it's not relearning a whole new thing. Although I might have a couple of complaints about the like controls of things. I heard somebody talking about there's a, what is it? Is it the D-pad, or I think it's L. When you hit L, you open up like a wheel that's like different things you can do, different like abilities. And I guess I didn't realize that there's one ability. What is it? I can't remember what it is now. There was something that's not in the wheel, but then they put the map in the wheel. And it was like, you could take the map out and replace that with this other. So the travel medallion? No. Dude, I don't want to play that game for the tall brown woman. You mean the Gerudo women? They are all down to clown. I'll tell you what, their whole arc in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, it's not like a big story spoiler or anything like that. This is just like the society. There's no males, and so like literally every one of them is trying to get down. And they even raise like you get into a little bit of story about how Gerudo women are like raised, and they start them young. They're like, you know what I mean? Those women are down for it, but they're also super badass too. They're like really badass whenever they fight. I mean, you don't get to use. Actually, there is one part in this new one where you get to utilize them a little bit. Link totally needs to stop messing around. I know, right? Like, I keep thinking about this. He's all about like Princess Zelda, and they clearly have a thing going on. And she like disappears for 100 years. He wakes up. This is Breath of the Wild. She disappears for like 100 years. He disappears for 100 years. He wakes up. It's been 100 years, and he's just like, I need to find Zelda. And then there's throughout the game, there's like little Links like, Hey, Link, you wanna? You know? And he's just like, I gotta find my Master Sword. And you're like, just take like 10 minutes, homie. Just take like 10 minutes. That's all you need. I mean, it's going to take you 10 minutes to solve this Korok puzzle over here. So you might as well just like take another 10. Solve your own little puzzle. You know, move along with your day. There is word. 100 years, man, I'd have a legion of half-bred Gerudos. I know. There's a time gap between Breath of the Wild and this one too, and I don't think it's necessarily stated how long it is, but it seems like it's at least a couple of years, like 5 or 6 years maybe. And the same thing happens again. Like, I don't know. Yeah, just as super faithful, you know, that Link. There is word, though, speaking of Zelda, there's word that the success in the Mario movie is causing Universal and Illumination Studios to be, I think they're in negotiations to do a Legend of Zelda movie, animated movie. And look, I liked the Mario movie. I thought it was really fun. It made a shit ton of money. Or they want Tom Holland for Link. I mean, if they did like a live action thing, maybe they're talking about doing this Illumination animated style. I don't know if it's gonna look like the Mario movie or whatever, but I have some reservations about all of that. Like the Mario movie didn't need an in-depth story. Like you didn't need a whole mythology. Like they just throw in, oh, here's some Goombas, here's some, here's Donkey Kong, here's all these things from the games. Zelda though, that's got some mythology, and I don't know, that it worries me a little bit if you're gonna do something like that. I have wanted live action Link for a really long time, and there was a couple of years ago, what is his name, there was a producer, what's his name, not I forgive me, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now. And he was on was it Collider or something a couple years ago, and he was doing an interview talking about, I just realized my monitor's on. You gotta turn that off. I hated the Mario Brother movie. Mario movie didn't explain Donkey Kong's Donkey Dong. Well, I mean, they're gonna do a sequel. Actually, I think they were talking also about Donkey Kong spinoff. So you might get a little look. There's gonna be a Donkey Kong spinoff. You might get that in the movie, but best case scenario, or worst case scenario actually, is Bad Dragon Sex Toys makes a Donkey Dong in promotion with the Donkey Kong movie. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, it might happen. That might happen. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous about them trying to do a Zelda thing. But yeah, there was talk of like, it must have been 4 or 5 years ago now. I think this was before. I don't know if y'all watched or watched any of the Collider stuff back in the day. I think this was before John Schnepp passed away, which, rest in peace. That guy was awesome. Sorry, he just reminded me of the he's the one that there was that movie. He obviously, before he passed away, he directed a movie called The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, and it was a documentary about the 90s Superman movie that was going to happen, starring Nicolas Cage, and Kevin Smith did a pass on that script. Or I think he wrote the original full draft of that. They might have had a couple. It's been a while since I watched that doc. I don't remember all the details, but it's a good one. Yeah, it's a really good one, and it gets me excited about the Flash because of things that I've heard. We'll see how that goes. But the other thing that I watched last week, my sister and I went to the movies and we saw Across the Spider-Verse, and I really liked it. I think it's phenomenal. It's been probably 6 months or so, maybe more, since I watched Into the Spider-Verse. I should rewatch that one. It's really good. I loved that movie too. I think this one ups the ante a bit, both in story and with, there it is, excuse me, and with the animation. The animation is incredible. I do not know. I know how they. Well, I don't know how they did some of this, to be quite honest, but it's a work of art. Every frame of this movie is a work of art. I really want to see the Flash, but I don't want to. Oh, hey Naomi, how's it going? I really want to see the Flash, but I don't want to support Ezra. It's a really hard line to be on. I know, and it's one of those things that like nobody can really answer that for you. It's really your line. I'm gonna go see it. I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't want to support them, but I also like there are thousands of people that work on these movies, and it looks incredible. It just looks super incredible. And the word on the street is that Andy Muschietti, who directed it, is probably going to be doing the Brave and the Bold Batman for James Gunn. I also hope that maybe they pull some Flashpoint bullshit and end up bringing in the CW Flash as a replacement. That would make my damn day. I don't think that'll happen. I like Grant Gustin. Oh, there it is. There he is. Guess who's here? Guess who's back? Back again.
Patty's back.
Tell your friends. Naomi's here.
Oh, nice. What's up, Naomi? Who else we got? We got
Chris.
Commander Chris.
Yeah, Chris and Naomi today.
Good crew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chris said you remind him of Chicken Little.
Ouch, dude. It's a bit harsh, but I see the resemblance.
What was it you said? Hold on, let's see if I can go back here. It was like his body runs a few steps of his head.
Yeah, maybe. I can see that. I'm just like,
I was not necessarily backing him up on that because it's been a while since we've done any physical activity together.
yeah, you haven't seen me run in a minute. That's true.
We were just talking about the Flash, and Naomi was talking about how it's an important conversation, how it's hard to some people don't really want to support the movie because of Ezra Miller and stuff like that. And yeah,
last I heard he was getting some help, so hopefully that's the case.
Yeah, I hope he gets, I mean, he's getting the help too, but he's also still facing like 30 years in prison. So.
Really?
Yeah, that's been an ongoing thing for
30
a while.
years in prison.
It's like 26.
Is that for like the grooming thing? Like
I don't know exactly the charges, but yeah, he's facing like prison.
I remember
time.
there was that whole like topic of I think it was like a Native American family or something.
Yeah,
like
there was that. There's like 2 separate assault charges.
There's that one in Iceland.
Well, there's that one didn't really like nobody really that just kind of like that video came out and then like it kind of went away
I
and
remember
nobody
that.
talked about it.
That
and
was
everybody
weird.
Like me too. I was like, what was that? Like.
Just cracking open a beer. Bud Light, of course.
How did he get in? Oh, he climbed through the window like Sam and Clarissa Explains It All. Did you ever watch that shit?
This is so good.
I know, those are the best, right?
Yeah.
The
Dude,
the Waterloo Orange Vanilla.
Yeah, I watched all those classic Nickelodeon shows.
I always wondered, like, are the parents okay with them just like keeping a ladder next to like the house so Sam could climb up?
There was definitely some.
You'd always see the ladder like come up to the window and then Sam would climb up and you're like, what?
There was definitely some going on.
Oh,
there.
For sure.
Or at least Sam wishes. I don't blame him. I would have been I would have.
Should do it. We should do a checkup on Clarissa these days. Her and Sam have kids, and their kids are climbing into each other's bedrooms.
They could. God forbid they reboot that too. Is nothing from my childhood sacred?
Oh, sorry, I missed this from Commander Chris. We were talking about Spider-Verse 2. He said Miguel looks like me in college. Miguel O'Hara is a great character. Especially in this Spider-Man movie. I loved this Spider-Man movie. It was so good across the Spider-Man.
Yeah. From everybody, I've heard the same.
Do you have any plans to go see it?
I would love to. Yeah. Maybe you'll your second viewing.
I mean, I'll go. You might have to buy my ticket, but I'll go.
Hey, that's a cheap date right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's so fucking good. I really loved it. But yeah, so I was just the only things I really talked about today was just catching everybody up on my Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't been doing much except for stressing out about job stuff and trying to get jobs. So I've watched like a little bit of YouTube and then like Tears of the Kingdom at night. I
just updated my resume this morning. I'll let you check it out. See what
Yeah, I'll take a look at that. Definitely has hooker on there.
Oh, 100%.
That's the top job.
It just says Patrick, and then it says "will fuck for food."
It's just
like that's the number one thing.
It's just like a piece of paper, just says your name, and then just says hooker on it. That's it.
Yes. Here's my business card.
Bro, my resume is horrendous. Well, send it to us. Pat will fix it up for you.
Hey, I just used the template from Apple Pages.
Yeah, templates are great. There's so many good ones out there. I actually was doing templates for Google Docs today for invoicing. I had to get an invoice template, and just going through and figuring out how to like add templates to Google Docs. Like half of them are just resume templates. I was like, this is pretty cool. That's cool.
There were a lot on Google Doc, and then I ended up using my new computer, and I was just like, all right, I'll just use Pages and see what's up there.
Yeah, Pages. I mean, really,
it's all the same stuff. Yeah.
What's your favorite soup? Come on, we're not that white.
I like an Indian mulligatawny. Have you ever had that?
No.
It's so good. It's like a lentil-based soup. It's so good, dude. With like a little bit of lemon squeezed in there. That's so bomb. And lobster bisque, of course, is classic.
Lobster bisque is good. I've always been partial to a good clam chowder.
Oh, same. I love clam chowder. And
clam chowder's great.
Dude, chili in a bread bowl? I don't know if that counts as a soup. It's
a
little on the verge.
Really anything in a bread bowl. You could just melt a block of cheese in a bread bowl, and I'd eat the whole thing.
Yeah,
a full block of cheese.
Just like one of those like fondue things, but you're just eating the bowl itself.
It's just like there's still like a Tillamook like wrapper in there.
It's like boiling hot cheese. You're just your face is melting. You just see the skull
dripping down
the
my
jawbone.
Yeah. Oh man. Shoot, I need to check this real quick because earlier I was using my camera, and so the battery, I used it just like a fourth of the battery. So I was like, I'll charge it through the other battery that I have in here and charge this one, and threw the other battery in there, and it was like dead. I turned on the camera and it was like flashing already. I was like, crap. So
this is the backup.
No, this is the one that I was using, but I was instead of a full battery, I started off with like just missing the first little. So we might only get another like 30 minutes out of this, maybe.
All right.
But Pat's here now, so
when John gets close, he gets nervous.
I'm always nervous.
Yeah, same.
we're like tiny little dogs.
Yes. Chihuahua just shaking.
So how was your week, dude?
It was long.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I had that inventory day on Monday, and then just did like some long shifts. But I've been playing Diablo.
Oh, dude.
Diablo 4. But as you know, I have a Mac, so I've been playing on PS4, and it's
not good.
It's good. It's still fun,
well,
but
I might
like
have
the
a
resolution
PS5 for sale.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, the
Pat always looks stylish. He's got better style than I do. I got handlebar style.
Hey, man, you rock it. Oh, like a person that somebody would kill it. That dude, honestly, that means a lot to me. If I look that classy,
you're like, that sounds fucked up, but actually, that really hits close to home. I appreciate it.
Dude, if people are putting out a hit on me, that means I've pissed somebody off. And I consider that an accomplishment.
Oh man,
just means I'm popular.
I'm popular. What was the name of that song? That was like in high school, right?
I'm popular?
Yeah, you remember that song? It was like an alt rock song back in like 2000, 2002 or something.
I've been listening to some alt rock though from like the early 2000s, but just the classic stuff like the Strokes.
Oh yeah,
the Hives.
It's so funny. I keep seeing them like all over the place. Like they're. I mean, it's not like they ever really disappeared.
The Hives?
Yeah, but I just keep seeing them. Like, oh, here's a new live.
Was that a new performance from Howard Stern?
Well, there was that. There was like I've seen like a couple other things. There was like a short like 5-minute documentary that I saw about because they're from Sweden.
Yeah.
Like where they recorded the what's the name of that song? The hit.
Hate to say I told you.
Yeah, hate to say I told you so. Yeah, they were like walking by that. It's not there anymore, but they were like standing in one spot. They're like, this was the basement. This is where we recorded that lick and stuff. And I was like, and like everywhere I turn now, I keep seeing all these like the Hives like ads like left and right, and they're all like in suits with like lightning bolts or something on it.
Yes.
Yeah,
they
so weird.
They look cool and they still sounded good too. I did see him once at a festival.
Street scene,
the San Diego street scene. Dude, I feel like
I remember you
every
telling me
band was there.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
I
there
saw
was a bunch of good ones.
Devo.
Was it Modest Mouse there too? Or?
Oh, I did not see Modest Mouse there. Yeah, unfortunately, that would have been.
Yeah, who's there? Devo, The Hives.
Dude, TV on the radio.
Oh man, that would have been great.
We got Justice right after the Cross
that first
album.
One, yeah, or that first big one.
Yeah, yeah. We had so Atmosphere, which I know you're not a big fan of, but
I like Atmosphere. Yeah. I don't know. There's some stuff that
saw Tegan and Sarah.
Okay.
Well, you know, I was dating Alex at the time. And she was a big fan of Tegan and Sarah.
There was a couple of songs from them that I got.
She really liked.
I think I was walking with a ghost or something.
Yes,
yeah,
that's a good song.
Yeah,
that's a really good song.
Yeah, that is a good one.
White Stripes did a cover of that too.
What's the worst genre of music?
That's a great question. It's all personal preference, right? So, I would say like pop country.
I would say none, because I probably will find something in every genre of music that I like.
Yeah, but like radio country, like it's basically like every other pop genre, but not as good. That's my.
I'll say
Christian rock.
Here's okay, fair enough. I will say not so much a genre, but Georgia Florida Line.
Yeah, anything that has rap and country intertwined.
Are they still even a thing?
They probably are. They were incredibly popular.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember like some video where like they were like one of them was like playing like a Les Paul electric guitar on top of a semi truck as it was driving. I was like, this looks stupid.
Chris really should be the one hosting the show, and then it would just be like a panel show where he's throwing out these. All right, you guys, you have 3 minutes to discuss these. If someone could vanish from real life, who would it be?
Well, Pat Robertson's already dead, so.
Pat Robertson.
Yeah.
I mean,
fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Happy Pride Month.
He's not okay. So look, he's
700 Club my ass.
He was 700 years old.
Yeah, he was.
My grandma used to watch 700 Club. I remember that shit.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad.
It was so boring.
Just
like as a kid. That's all I really remember.
But also that the Pat Robertson used to spew like anti-gay shit on there all the time.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, because he's a bigot. Like, well, he was. Now he's just fish food because fuck that guy.
He's just like an elf of a man.
I don't even know if fish got any like sustenance off that fucking skeletal body.
He was just like an elf of a man.
Yeah, a little pitiful man. I don't know. I think if there's I mean, there's people I think in our social consciousness right now that are making news headlines right now. For example, I don't know, former politicians or pretending to be politicians.
Cosplaying as politicians.
Yeah, cosplaying as a person. It's literally just like 3 aliens standing on each other's shoulders in a skin suit.
I think we could probably just both agree that, like, you know, if let's say like maybe Steven Crowder vanished from the earth.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that maybe things would be better without. But I also like buy into the like you change one thing in one universe, so like maybe we kill Hitler, like somebody goes back in time and kills Hitler, and then like that causes somebody worse than Hitler.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. That's always the happenstance from those time travel movies or shows or books or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, did you ever read or watch the Stephen King one? I think it's 11/22/63.
No, I didn't. No.
Dude, the book is so good.
That's the Kennedy one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The book is amazing. The show, it was all right. It was I think
James Franco was in that. Yeah,
it was okay.
I remember that.
It was okay. It stayed pretty true to the book, but there's just a lot, you know, that they glossed over because you can't take a long ass book like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Even stretching it out over 10 episodes or whatever it was is still not enough.
You do have to change some things from.
But that's like the kind of like thing that they go with. That one of the spots, you know, if he stops Oswald from killing Kennedy, then the present is all the trash. It was just, and also I really liked one of the things in that book that Stephen King did was the past is fighting against you at like every turn. Mm-hmm. You know, the past wants to happen the way that it happened.
Yeah.
It wants to keep,
I mean, I think the Flash movie's like basically this.
yeah. I can see that being the case.
Naomi was saying she wanted to see like some like multiverse stuff happen where Grant Gustin from the TV show like replaces.
You said you were a fan.
I like Grant Gustin. I don't fall into the category of he should replace Barry Allen in films for a couple of reasons, and I think the main reason I have is kind of on his end, but he just did 9 seasons of The Flash. He told like all of the major Flash storylines, and you know, he got to portray various versions and stuff like that.
Just a little aged out at this point.
I mean, he could still play the role, and I think he would. I think it would make people happy. I think Naomi's one of those people. I've known a lot of people that just, why would you cast Ezra Miller? Bring in Grant Gustin. I get that. I think DC is definitely set up like multiversal stuff, and I actually. This is kind of weird. My recast for Barry Allen, if they stick with this same Barry Allen as opposed to just like with the new James Gunn DC just rebooting everything, because there's a new Batman, there's going to be a new Batman. Actually, we're about to hear we just heard finalists for Superman and Lois Lane. There's 3 finalists for that are going out. Apparently, they're doing what's it called? I'm forgetting the term. It's when they like screen test with somebody else for chemistry reading. There we go.
Okay.
And so they're I don't remember because I only know one of the guys for that's
Kevin Nealon.
Kevin Sorbo.
Yes.
No, Nicholas Hoult is one of the 3.
Didn't they talk about him for Lex Luthor?
There's a fight going on between 2 main journalists, one from like Variety and one from Deadline, and one's hearing that he's going for Lex Luthor and the other one's hearing that he's going for Superman. But it would still make sense for Nicholas Hoult, even if he is like Lex Luthor, it would still make sense to do a chemistry reading with him.
Yeah.
As Lex. I actually really like that. I think he would be a great Lex. The wiener gets to come. So yeah, Nicholas Hoult is one of them. I don't know the other 2. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick.
Who's got like, I just imagine like Lois in bondage gear, and she's just like, nope, can't. Only you.
Okay, from the rap. Here we go. Okay, casting for Superman Legacy is heating up as screen tests get underway for Father's Day weekend with Nicholas Hoult, Rachel Brosnahan from Miss Maisel, who I think would be a really good Lois Lane.
She's great.
I don't know Phoebe Devanor.
I don't either.
Dynavor. And then I don't know if it's listed here, but Emma Mackey. Yeah, okay. Emma Mackey. She's in Sex Education. She looks kind of like a younger. Man, I can't remember anything today.
Amy Adam.
No. The Harley Quinn, Barbie. What's her name?
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. She kind of looks like her a little bit. David Cornsweet and Tom Brittany are the other 2. Is there a picture?
Yeah, why don't we get pictures on this website, dude? This is not cool.
Fuck you, the rap. You call yourself a trade, idiots.
Yeah. You call yourself a publication?
Let's go.
See some photos, man.
Cinema blend, I guess.
Also, not.
Come
not,
on.
Not much.
Come on, what's going on here?
We could look up these individuals here, but that's gonna take time.
I like these are all the top news stories that are. This is the story. Like all of these that I literally Superman Legacy cast.
Yeah, we got a picture of James Gunn. Okay, yeah. We know what James Gunn looks like.
Yeah. Shit. Dude. Oh, Hollywood Reporter has it. I'm sure. Fuck you. Skip that ad.
Oh, so true, Chris.
Come on, dude. What the fuck? Give me some fucking pictures, you idiots. Okay, well, I'm not going to keep going down this rabbit hole. But there's some people that are...
James Gunn does look like... He looks like the Rock version of a Keebler elf.
Man.
He's like a Keebler elf that's like trying to be hip.
Sorry, just keep an eye on that battery. Two pump jump. But yeah, there's a potential casting for that. I was going somewhere before we got into the casting stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
We were talking about that. Well, yeah, I'm not really sure how we ended up talking about the casting, but it's all good.
I was going somewhere with it, but I think it was the whole DC. We were talking about the Flash.
Yes.
Flash.
Right. You were talking about how
yeah.
Naomi was mentioning that taking the guy from the show and putting him in the movie.
Yeah, and if they do a sequel to this, and they, there's a lot of good people that I think could take the role. There's that kid from one of those YA franchises that was like post Hunger Games.
The Maze Runner, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was the Maze Runner. Was it Logan Lerman? Or is it somebody else? It would be a good one. I actually really like the idea of Elliot Page as Barry Allen.
Okay. Sign me up.
I'm down. I think he's a really great actor. And there's still a lot of conversation around their personal life, and I think you throw somebody like that into a big role like that, sure, you're gonna get people being like, "Oh, I can't believe it." It'd be the whole Finn black guy in Star Wars thing again.
Oh, it'd be worse.
Yeah, probably. But
we all saw what happened when Bud Light put Dylan Mulvaney, made a custom can for an individual
for one person.
Right. It was basically like a
an advert. It was like a
commemorative type of thing. Yeah. I don't even know what to call it, but it was just a one-off.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, we're partnering with like YouTubers and stuff like that. Like,
and why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they want to expand their marketing?
Although I did see that I think the right has lost Garth Brooks. Not that I don't think they ever really had him, because he's had some like pretty pro gay stuff in some of his previous songs.
What's Garth Brooks? His alter ego?
Oh, Chris Gaines.
Yeah, Chris Gaines.
So good.
It is.
But yeah, I think I saw him like say something about like, fuck you if you like think the whole Bud Light thing is like important or whatever. He was just like, this is stupid. Like, you guys are all dumb. And like,
nice.
Now like some of the conservatives are coming after him, and I'm just like, you guys are all dumb.
Dude, as far as country music goes, remember that video for Thunder Rolls?
When the thunder rolls.
That was so badass.
And the lightning strikes.
I think what's his name? Fast used to play that during the weight training class. He'd play it like he had like his few hits. Like he'd go to Mustang Sally was one of them that he'd always play. And he's like, "Don't make me play that song again." This is the weight training coach in high school. He was always just like, playing his like he had he'd play like the Eagles or the Rolling Stones or something like that. But yeah, he would jam out to Thunder Rolls.
Man, I wish the Flash was big though, like mega bodybuilder. Like he doesn't even run; he just folds people. It's called the Folder. That's the new superhero.
Yeah, that's just a different guy.
Folds laundry by day, folds people by night.
Dude, I saw that there's some one of those gig job things, but it's for laundry, and you just pick up people's laundry and then you go do it and fold it and bring it back to them and get paid for it.
Just take it to the laundromat.
So I was reading a story about a woman that made so much money doing that she was able to open up her own laundromat.
Was that Charlie Bucket's mom from
I think so.
From Willy Wonka?
It may have been.
Yeah, I always remember like there's like a scene where he goes to visit her and she's at work and she's like, there's just giant vats and she's like cleaning clothes and she's basically using it like a giant pot and there's like a giant wooden spoon she has that she's like
just stirring the clothes
around.
Yeah, that's how it used to be. You'd have a giant cauldron and you bring that shit to a boil and then throw your white teas in there, your IDs,
in my white
stir them
tea.
around.
In my white tea.
I bang in my white tea.
Oh man. Oh shit. Well, I feel like I shouldn't do it much false advertising here. I should at least talk about like the title of the episode for like 2 seconds.
That what you're a stressed out artist?
Yeah, I'm stressed. I need work, and I actually. So let me. I'll break this here for everybody, even Pat. I had a couple phone calls today.
They said, "John, you're fired."
Yeah, and it was me on the other line.
All right, so what's up?
No, I think I do have like a one contract job. There's a person that might want some video stuff done that I think I can help them out with, and
Nice.
I quoted them my prices, and she seemed interested, so she's gonna spend the weekend writing a script for something, and
All right.
maybe in the next week or so I'll be filming something for this life coach.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, so I need to do more like that. So I'm essentially more or less moving out more freelance video production freelance, which is scary. I've been super stressed about that because like I think I mentioned, actually I don't remember if I mentioned last week. I got a job in Ojai. I don't remember if I mentioned the story or not.
I know the story.
I got a job. It was listed as a graphic designer. I show up. It's essentially like a cash register position at mailboxes, etc. There was more to it than that, but I'd been applying for those kinds of jobs because they're safe. You know, they're comfortable. Here's an hourly rate. You're gonna work these days. Done. But I've been, I guess this is a little bit of vulnerability on my end here. I've been kind of fronting as like this artist, which I am. I do art all the time, but I just hadn't really taken that step into this is who I am and what I'm doing, and that's kind of happening now. And so that's why I had to.
That's good. Yeah.
That's why I had to download the invoice template so I can invoice people for stuff, and it's kind of scary, but ultimately I'm feeling good about it because one of the things I had to talk myself out of was like, oh, you just cancel all this stuff, whatever.
You have a couple of things to address here with your chat. Chris is asking how you market your services, which is an important question. And then Naomi, I couldn't agree more. Like they should be upfront with it. There's a lot of just shady stuff when it comes to applying for jobs. When it comes to,
I mean, I've been applying for jobs for 5 years. I even when I have a job, I'm constantly I still keep my resume fresh, and I'm still looking for other stuff. And it's just one of these really frustrating things that I run into constantly. One of the most frustrating things that's a regular is like, let's say we need a video editor. Okay, well, your requirements for being a video editor, Adobe Pro. Okay, cool. Simple enough. I know Adobe. You need to have had 5 years in marketing. You need to have had like a master's degree in fine arts. You need to have had, and it's like, bro, no, nobody needs this shit.
Yeah.
And the worst of it is when they're like, you need to understand like SEO and all of this marketing stuff, and I'm like, those are 2 different jobs. Those are 2 completely different jobs. And then they're like, we'll do $15 an hour. I'm like, that's minimum wage, motherfucker, for a 2-person
for
job.
somebody with a master's degree.
Yeah,
it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We've spoken about this numerous times about how also people are just unprofessional, like looking for free work, or they don't respond to your email in a timely fashion, or when they do, it's like not professional.
Yeah.
If you're an employer, you need to be professional.
Right.
There's really no excuse.
I should be a little bit more transparent about what that. So it was listed as a graphic design job. And the reason it was is because it's a mailboxes, etc. It's an FedEx pickup spot, and it's also a print job. Like they do print stuff there. So part of the job is just printing stuff. But you are doing a lot of customer service and whatnot. And I don't feel like that was translated in the job post.
It was just store credit at a comic store. That sounds like a great job, though.
The other question about how do I market my services? Well, this has been it, is live streaming. I've made... I don't have anything that I've made for like social media other than commercials. I'm sure you've seen them, Chris. I have like this 15-second thing that I throw up in my Instagram stories for my merch store, my website.
Even commercials here on the show.
Yeah, and the commercials here on the show. I do lean into Facebook and Instagram for like promoting most of that. But as I'm getting into doing more freelance stuff, one of the other things that I did this week that was kind of weird, I went to a business networking meeting, which was really interesting, which is where this job that I might do for this life coach came from. And that is, as I'm starting to jump more into the freelance stuff, that's one of those things that I think is more important than like job posts on like LinkedIn or Indeed or anything. I think the best way to get work is networking and word of mouth.
Yeah,
most videographers that I know have spent years like not posting because they don't need to, because their mom knows somebody, or they did something for this business and then somebody was like, oh, who did your video? And then they refer you to this other person. So you just keep going with job referrals. So there's a lot of a word of mouth, and I'm going to start trying to network a little bit better like that.
Maybe you can find a Reddit group or something like that that's Ventura County artists.
Yeah, I don't know if I've looked specifically for Ventura County artists. That's a good idea. Let's see. I've done some other things that never really amounted to much. I've posted in Craigslist, just like offering services for anybody who wants to reach out. But I'm hoping to make more network more and get more referrals. Because if this one job might be a little bit ongoing. It might not be like a big video every week, but it might be just like me editing like a story, like a minute story for it or something like that. Every couple of days or every week or something like that. So, but I'm looking to do more like that, where it's like, I would love to have a couple of clients that needs, like, each client I'm working maybe 10 hours a week for or something like that. Does it look like
it's flashing? Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's overheating and the battery's dying. We can go another minute or two, I think, before this cuts. If the camera cuts out, we're gonna end the show, but we'll try to do this naturally. Yeah. So, Naomi, I do agree. It is rude and it should be illegal. It should. I think they're supposed to like post salaries now too in California. Like I think they're required to post the pay or like the pay range, which even the pay range is bullshit too, because sometimes they're like, depending on experience, we'll pay you $15 to like $80,000. You're like,
what does that mean? Yeah. No, I earlier when I was applying for a job, it was like, how much? What is your minimum pay that you would expect or whatever? And then I was like,
$1 million.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not sure. 60,000. It's like 60,000. What? Oh, we're out.
Oh, camera's dead. Okay.
All right. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Well, you got this sweet freeze frame here. Well, maybe we'll have to do an extra long episode next week or something.
Sounds
like
good.
that.
Yeah, I'll try to make it on time next week.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Before we go, don't forget to check out wilddinosaur.com. Check out the merch store. We've got some cool stuff there.
Check out the new mugs.
Really helps me out because, like I said, been trying to make some cash while these other jobs kick in.
John looks like he's super into Pat.
I am. All right. Yeah. So, wilddinosaur.com, and there's a link in the description to donate to Planned Parenthood because Planned Parenthood is the shit, and they need as much support as possible. So, anyways, thanks for joining me, Chris and Naomi.
Thank you
You guys
so
are
much.
awesome. You guys rock too, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.